Hello, dear friends. A warm good evening to one and all. Today, we are very happy to have your presence here today. The participants who are with us today and who are our virtual audience. Thank you very much today, dear team, for joining us. I hope you had a wonderful day since morning, and thanks for giving us your time and energy today evening. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to have you every day till the last day such that we can complete the entire session. You carry something positive to share with everyone. Yes, team. Anyone, I gave you an assignment on the first day. What is plagiarism? And how is it connected to neurobics?
Plagiarism is okay. How about I'll give this someone else to speak because okay.
Anyone could answer that. Anamika, would you like to take up the chance? Yes, dear. Feel free. We are a family. Okay. Mudassir, sir, you could go ahead.
Okay, plagiarism is something that someone else did the work and you are using it and you're claiming as if you have done like everything. So yes, so it is like morally not so good, and you're also cheating as well. Like both like from the ethics and the like etiquette part of the side. Yeah.
Dear team, what I'd like to focus here is forget plagiarism, forget copying others, follow neurobics, create your own style, design something on your own self, and follow neurobic activities. So plagiarism is just the other side of the coin, and on this side you have neurobics, which will enable you to be creative. Your conceptual experiences should be enhanced, think something out of the box, and be a success. Yes, team, I'd now like to just hand over the session to Mudassir sir for a minute, and I'll get back. Mudassir sir, just keep the team active. I'll just be back in a minute. I'll just come just now in a minute. I'll just close the door and come. Yes, sir?
Okay, all right, fine. So I have one question to you all. Whenever you go to the supermarket or any street market to get food or groceries, what's the first thing you look out? Okay, could be like anything. For me, I would say, for instance, when I happen to go to any supermarket or any places, the first thing I would keep in mind that things which are kind of a little bit pricier, if I happen to find something on low price, such as consider it as avocado or dark chocolate, and there is one more thing, some kind of nuts, if I happen to have like in good price, whenever I find these things at a very good catch, I will just buy it straight away. So for you, whenever you're going to a supermarket or like any vendor market or street market, what's the first thing you look out for it? It's a question to everyone, so feel free to share your thoughts.
Fruits, fruits.
Okay, fruits. Okay, what kind of fruits, Tanulakshmi ma'am? Can you share more about it? Because we want to know.
Apple, avocado, and then
Okay.
grapes, like that.
Oh, okay, marvelous. So, like Andrew ma'am, what's the price of avocado?
Pomegranate, sir. Okay, pomegranate.
Okay, great. So speaking about avocado, what's the price of avocado like in India? Because I don't know.
I recently bought just one avocado for 99 rupees. That was a month or two ago, I guess.
Oh dear.
In the month of May, I bought, I think, May. Just one avocado, it was just this much. And it was round about 99 rupees. Yes, team. Yes, team. Now we'll start with our session. Yes. And as one of our teammates already gave us the answer, like plagiarism is, taking somebody else's work and portraying it as ours. And so today we'll go on with our session without much of, wasting anybody's time. And I hope that I tried to do some justice with you and see if day 3 would really bring a transformation in you and your thinking. I hope the recording is on. Yes, team?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Hey, team, it's all about the brain, and it's all about how we are going to use the skills and new techniques that we learn every day. And how are we going to share it with others? Yes, team. Now let's focus on the art and science of meditation. So meditation is also a type of neurobic activity where you can think and in different ways. Sit down and try to be calm and try to understand what you really want. When you don't give time to yourself, that is where you are a loser. So give your brain, that calm space and let it think and understand really what you want to do and what you want your brain to make you do. So today, art and science of meditation, let's understand that meditation is the greatest art that anyone could ever learn. And then if you want to know the truth within yourself, if you want to know where you're going wrong, who is manipulating you, you have to just sit down and give some me time. And that me time is called meditation. You either close your eyes or you can just keep your eyes open and contemplate. Yes, team, if you perform meditation regularly, you will rise above the animal level. You will be really known as a human being. Today, we have seen many people who have behaved like animals, who have killed each other for no rhyme or reason. Just at the drop of a hat, several people are being killed. Innocent people. They have nothing to do with the enemy. They have nothing to do with, the others. And so many innocent lives, even little children are killed. So when we consciously, when I say consciously, mindfully perform meditation, then we rise above the animal level and we are no more harsh and brutal. And here we'd like to say that even when you perform, meditation, it will help you to appreciate the world. It will help you to appreciate the universe. Until we appreciate the good that we already have, only then we can have a smile on our face. Otherwise, we'll always be complaining. We'll always be, on the negative side. Let's be positive always. And meditation will help you to be appreciating each and everything that you already have. It will help you to develop gratitude before you go to bed. Just sit down and contemplate, and you allow the gratitude to overflow in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. And friends, it will enable you to even develop empathy. When you sit down calmly and understand why did the other person behave badly to me, that is his problem, that is his way of thinking, and that is why that is affecting him. And so he's, this shift of anger. He didn't wantingly hurt, he or she didn't do it wantingly, but there is something going on wrong within himself that he has, shifted his anger and he has, misplaced anger, they say. So when you perform neurobics, you will develop a lot of empathy and your anger or, temper tantrums will be reduced. Dear team, there are a few more points here which I'd like to connect you with. The brain is activated during meditation. As we say, our brain should be activated. Neurobics is all about activating your brain, giving your brain some work. So when you sit down and appreciate things, you're giving your brain something to think. When you sit down and, you give gratitude to all the things that you have, to the universe, when you let out gratitude, when you're grateful for everybody in your life, the good and the bad people or the negative toxic people, they have given you a lesson, and all the good people have given you a beautiful experience. So your brain will be activated during meditation. And yes, dear friends, it's a wonderful neurobic activity. And dear friends, the brain waves are influenced. There are a few brain waves which we'll be discussing later. The brain waves are influenced very well during the process of meditation. Now, team, you'll be thinking, why can't this trainer tell us now more about the brain waves? This trainer doesn't like spoon feeding. Do it yourself. Take research for it. What are brain waves? What are the different brain waves? And how are we influenced? Which brain wave works which part of the day? And if at all we are in the process of meditation, which brain waves are highly influenced because of meditation? You could try it out. I'd like to quote an example here. The Buddhist monks, or they call them as the Buddhist monks. The Buddhist monks often follow the process of meditation. They're always in the meditational pose and, they're very calm and composed. You find peace on their face. You find calmness on their face. And when they interact with you, they are very calm and humble. Why? They are always, following this thing that is meditation. And that's why even if you hurt them, you say bad things, negative things to a monk, he will not retaliate in the same manner. He will not react. He will respond. And he has great control. He or she has a great control over hatred. They even love their enemies. Why? They have learned to calm down, control their anger and temper tantrums. And that is why Buddhist monks are well known worldwide and revered and respected. Dear friends, as I said in point number 8, now point 10, when you practice meditation, mindful meditation, it increases the alpha and the theta brain waves. The alpha and the theta brain waves. Yes, team, if you are a good observer, you would have noticed that number 10, I was discussing when I was in 8. So here, the alpha and the theta brain waves, there are more research. Then 8 weeks of meditation, not 1 week, not 8 days, not 8 seconds or 8 hours. You can have meditation, or you can be in the process of meditation for 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes in the starting, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You could try to increase the limit. And friends, 8 weeks of meditation is suggested to bring a drastic and a final change in you. Only then you can be a complete person. Don't break the pattern, or don't break that consistency or the sequence. Continue for 4 weeks, meditate and see that is there a change. And if there isn't, unfortunately, try for another 4 weeks. Definitely, persistence will help you to gain control over your brain and your thinking. And friends, like, what the body does, what the gym does to our body, the same thing, meditation does that to our brain. Like how the body is connected to the gym, meditation is connected to the brain. So it's always advisable, no matter who you are, which country you are, spend some time in meditation, sit down calmly and reflect. What is meditation? Reflecting all on the positives. When you get a negative thought, cut it off. We are all used to having negatives in our mind, but you have to cut it off and only focus on the positives in life. You will thrive, you will shine, you will be healthy and wealthy as well. Any questions, team? Yeah, okay. I shall go to the next session. Here, the next one is the word Om, Om, Om. That is being, recited or, being said when they are meditating. Many of them. You needn't say that. You can be calm. But this is universally followed by, chanting this Om, Om, repeating this. And that is something, a universal sound. So there's something, a secret about it. You could Google and find out what is the significance of the word Om, irrespective of any religion, irrespective of any culture, caste, country, boundaries, community. Om is just a universal sound. So try to find out really what is behind that sound. And if you do that when you're meditating, it is very, very helpful. It reduces anger and depression. I'm sorry, not anger. I already mentioned anger earlier. Anxiety and depression. Earlier, my dear friends, when I used to take online sessions or offline sessions, I had this anxiety. I really had this. I should accept that today. And many of you will agree with me. How am I going to perform? How am I going to train? Am I going to do justice to the situation? So I followed a neurobic activity of killing anxiety forever. How? Ask me how. The answer is forget what people say. If you worry what people say, you're never going to achieve your goals. Follow a neurobic activity in order to kill depression and anxiety, cut out toxic people. And at the same time, you should focus only on positive thoughts. As soon as a negative thought comes, cut it off. Meditate on positive thoughts. Contemplate on positivity. Now, dear friends, and it increases the tolerance of pain. When you are injured physically, you get some hurt. Okay, those people who are under the process of meditation for many days, 4 weeks and more than 4 weeks, if they get any physical hurt also, they will be able to sustain that pain. There are so many of us, even at the prick of an injection, we panic. We are so scared. We jump with pain. We scream. And I've seen patients, or I've seen individuals running away just by seeing the needle, the syringe. They're scared. But if you perform, meditation, it is being said that definitely, and it has been scientifically proved, that you will be able to tolerate physical pain, and mental stress. It helps us to detach from the outside world. Yes, team, we need to connect with the outside world at the right moment. And at the same time, we have to give some me time, alone time spent in solitude, where we'll sit down silently and we will, focus on how to grow into a better individual. Now, friends, it also helps us to reconnect with our family and friends. While you're sitting and meditating, you will remember one of your old friends, or you may remember your parents. Oh, I have to make a call. I haven't made a call since so many days. Just you close your eyes and try to think, or you try to meditate, or try to get back those thoughts, recall those thoughts which you have been neglecting. And you'll be connected with family and friends. They may be waiting for a call from you. They may be waiting for a small text or a message from you. So do that, friends. And mindfulness and meditation goes together. When you meditate, you become mindful, you become conscious. Do not go into the past, just be present in that very moment. Any questions, team? You could say yes.
I just have one question.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Speaking from a layman's perspective, if someone says, okay, about anxiety, is this something that we could get rid of it permanently? Is there certain thing to getting rid of thing? Is it about the anxiety? Can we get that thing out of our mind and body permanently?
I am an example, sir. I'm a living example. To tell you the truth, when I sat down for my first when I sat down for my first online session, I shivered. The day I took my first class as a teacher offline, I shivered. When I was in 8th class, when I held the paper to read the assembly, the prayer and the sharing of the thought of the day, when I got my chance, I was literally shivering, and there were students, classmates, and classmates and schoolmates, and the staff members, teaching staff, they literally saw me shivering. And after I finished my session, I shivered, but yet I completed the task. I faced it. And through practice, definitely you will be able to overcome anything. And of course, anxiety, that is just a mindset. If you start thinking what others will think about you, who is going to help you, if you are dependent on others, only then you are anxious. You live independently, do things on your own, or connect with the right people, the people who will guide you in the right way. The right people in our life will reduce our anxiety. When you have the wrong people in your life, you are still going to suffer with anxiety. And when you get a negative thought, when I get a negative thought, I immediately cut it off and I keep myself busy. I don't want any negative thought of the past, nor about what's going to happen in the future. I'm happy here now, healthy now. That is how you kill anxiety and depression. Don't live in your head. Jump out of it and start performing new neurobic activities. Give yourself new work, and keep yourself happy and your brain. So did I answer your question?
Yes, but can we get rid of in our mind and body permanently? Because even among the most educated class, I said there is something where God Almighty has created within us. It's up to us how we use it and how do we channel it. Can we really get that thing out permanently? I would think this is the latter half part of my question.
Yes, sir. So definitely, sir, the first thing is to accept yourself as you are. Accept yourself first. Develop your self-esteem, self-confidence. And how? Not sitting in the corner, not waiting for somebody to comment about you, not someone to lift you up. You lift yourself. If you're physically unwell, you need somebody's help. But here in your mind, you have to lift yourself. Read good quotes or proverbs. Listen to different lectures. Perform new activities. Keep yourself busy. When you're not busy, that time the negative thoughts come into your mind. So in order to kill anxiety completely, to kill depression completely, be busy with some work. Be busy as a bee. Do not give a single moment to negativity. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much for that question. Thank you, sir. And now we'll go down to the next one. Have I finished all of this? Yeah, I finished all of this, and I appreciate that question. Thank you, sir. Yes, team, a few more, and then we start with the main neurobics, which we have to continue from yesterday, which we have left yesterday. And today we'll continue with the remaining part. When you perform meditation, or when you are in the process of meditation, you make good decisions. You become an excellent decision maker. You just try that out and see. Never ever be impulsive. When any situation comes to be, impulsive, or you need to make a quick decision, you say, wait, just give me a moment. Sit down, calm down. Close your eyes and say, what is the best thing that I could do? relax. And when you meditate, contemplate in the right way, you become great decision makers. Now, there are several leaders across the world, political leaders, religious leaders. There are different kinds of leaders. And why are they leaders? Because they are good decision makers. At the same time, there are many leaders who have made bad decisions. Those leaders I consider, or we consider through Neurobics, have followed meditation and they have really become great leaders and decision makers. Yes, dear team, we go down to the next one. 20. It will improve your self-esteem. You will begin to love yourself when you sit down. If the entire world is against me, I love myself. We should learn to love our own self first. Never hate yourself, no matter what. You might have failed 1,000 times. People might have laughed at you, hurt you, but you should love yourself, no matter who has hurt you. It could be your own flesh and blood, your spouse, your best friend, your partner. It could be XYZ. But you should, no matter who hates you, you love yourself. When you begin to love yourself, you are going to bloom. And then that's what is all about Neurobics. So from today, one new activity is learn to love yourself. Because many of us have this hating our own selves. So let's begin that. No matter how you are, accept yourself and then go ahead and live a peaceful and a blissful life. Yes, team? Now we'll come down here. It improves our memory and learning as well if we perform meditation. At the same time, it will enhance emotional maturity. What is the need of the hour for each one of us? Emotions. How we take care of our emotions. Are we emotionally mature? Yes, if you perform new act at home, you are being, somebody's torturing you at home, mentally, verbally abusive, physically abusive, financially abusing you, maybe spiritually too. You never know in what ways they are trying. You're not a tree, dear friends. Please move from there. Find help. Nobody's helping you. Do it yourself. I believe in the concept of do it yourself. Don't wait for some soldier or a knight in shining armor to come on the horse, or a prince come on the horse, or a princess and save you. Save yourself. Physically, if you're not okay, you take help. But otherwise, never let your emotions overtake your mind, or overtake other things. You should be in your emotional control and develop emotional maturity. What is emotional maturity? When the opposite person harms you, you should know that is not your fault, it is theirs. So let them deal with their problem. You find some new activity, some new neurobic activity, do something new, which you haven't done earlier, do it now. Keep yourself busy. If you're free and vacant and idle in front of the abuser, he or she will do it. They will follow the repeated cycle. You find some work, some task, join in some club, join in some course, online course, offline course, gardening, stitching, anything it could be. Stay away from abusers, online and offline. Stay away from toxic relationships or toxic behavior, and develop emotional maturity. That through the process of meditation, which is also known as one of the major neurobic activities. Yes, friends, any questions? Yes, team. Now, I'd like to stop share over there and I'd like to jump in to the next part and the major part of, neurobics. Yes, team. Hey, team, do you know what's the specialty of today? Any one of you? Anyone could please say what's so special about today? You could either say yes, no, put up in the chat box. Need to be proactive, please. Do you know? Say yes or no. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. So do you know what's the specialty of today? Okay, you don't know that. I'll guide you. Neurobics for personal and professional growth until you are personally fine, fit and fine, mentally and physically. Only then you can perform your professional duties very well. If you're not happy personally, you can never give your best at the professional space. Yes, team. Today is something special. Somebody could read that in Hindi. Ji, please.
Okay, I can read it like Hindi Divas.
Great. Hindi Divas. Today we celebrate Hindi Divas, which is the national language of India. Or what is the national language of India?
Hindi.
The thing is, we don't have national language, ma'am. We have official language.
Very
There
good.
are so many official language. One is Hindi,
Excellent.
and even we have South Indian languages listed in it, and English is also an official language.
Very good. See, Vediki ma'am is so sharp and talented. She says, ma'am, it's an official language. We earlier used to say that, oh, Hindi is the national language, followed by English. But now it's an official language. This is what we require. You have to collect data, be sharp, be alert, and get information. And friends, today we are celebrating the Hindi Divas. Yes, Mudassir sir, would you like to share something?
Okay, I would like to contribute by asking a question. So, how many languages are recognized officially by the Indian government? Does anyone know that one? It's a fun fact.
Yes. Anybody, team? Yes, that would be your assignment for tomorrow. Each one of you would work on it and get back to us with the right answers. What is the right answer? How many official languages are there in India? Am I right, sir? Yeah, good question, sir. I love that. I love the spirit of questioning and getting a response and alerting the team. Yes, team, we'll celebrate this with a great zeal today now. We'll go ahead. Hey, guys and friends, my dear virtual audience, you have the letter M. M in the English alphabet. A letter. What comes to your mind when I say M? Everyone, please. Unmute.
Money.
Money. Clap hands. Awesome, awesome. We, as human beings, we really need money to survive. Otherwise, they will treat you like a dog. They will just, you will just be treated like a doormat. You need to work for your stomach. You are not hunters or, like the earlier people. We have already evolved. So now money plays a major role. Excellent, Mudassir sir. I appreciate that. Who else can give an answer?
Meditation.
Meditation. Wonderful, Tanlakshmi ma'am. Brilliant mind. Great, great, great. Superb. Who else? Yes.
Mindfulness.
Mindfulness. Thank you. Mindfulness. That is so nice. Another two more of you could answer. Any two members?
Can I say like mithai?
मिठाई भी ठीक है, मिठाई भी हो जाएगी. हमको तो मिठाई चाहिए. I have a sweet tooth, and I guess many of you also have. Good, मिठाई, very cute. I love the inner child of saying मिठाई. That's nice. Yes, team.
Memory.
Pardon?
Memory.
Memory. Very good. All connected to neurobics. Very good. Very nice. And मिठाई, as sir said, हमेशा हमारे ज़बान से मीठी बातें निकलना. When we talk to others, we should always bring out beautiful, sweet words. मीठे मीठे बातों से दूसरों को खुश करना है, खुद को भी, और हमारे सोच भी मीठा रहना. Our thoughts should be sweet and nice towards others. Thank you, team, for answering that. Beautifully answered. Now, what's the next letter? E. Who could give me a few words, positive words on E? Quickly, team.
Energetic.
Very good. Energetic. Beautiful.
Earth.
Pardon my Earth.
Earth.
Very good. Yes. Very nice, ma'am. Who else?
Empower.
Empowering others or empower yourself. Until you empower yourself, only then you can empower others. Beautiful. What more, team? One more?
Emotions.
Emotions. Very good. Emotions. All these are connected today. Actually, the word is emotions. So today, how Neurobics is going to help you to have emotional control over yourself. We have been discussing all through this time now. And yes, if me, or me is me, myself, if I am fine, me is good. Here, the me feeling is good. Only then you can really be mentally healthy. If your mind is fit, definitely your body will be okay. There are several ailments in the world. Just because you have a sad state of affairs in your mind, that all transforms into a physical, defect in your body. Especially the senior citizens, youngsters, they're all suffering from some type of ailment because they have a very difficult mindset, and they're trying to change it, and they should change it through the process of neurobics. So take care of the me, the inner me, the outer me. The inner me is what I think in my mind, and the outer me is how do I connect with others, and how do others see me, how do others think about me. If they think positive or negative, it's not my problem, but I think positive about me and myself and about others too. Yes, team, not much over there. Hey friends, Neurobics Day 3 helps participants to understand how Neurobics could help you to improve your emotional well-being and be away from emotional abuse and improve your mental health. Never, you can be abused once or twice. I remember one of the dignitaries I was interviewing. He said, for the first time, if you are fooled or cheated or hurt, it's not your mistake. But for the second time, if again somebody fools you, cheats you, manipulates you, abuses you, then it is not the abuser's mistake, it is your mistake. That really, hit my brain, like went deep into my brain like, an arrow. I really like the way he put it. Only once you can be fooled by somebody because you're a genuine person. But the same person is able to repeatedly abuse you again and again, time and again, in any way. So it's your mistake. You should jump out of your brain and do something good for yourself. And your family, of course. If your family is affected by one particular individual's behavior in the family, save your family. Let them not live in a toxic environment. Yes, friends, this is the same thing which I request each one of you to do. I'll not read much about it. As usual, mute your calls and you have any questions and doubts. If it's not addressed to, on this platform during the session, we will get back to you. My team and me will get back to you. Yes, team, just move ahead now. Hey, happy birthday. I don't know whose happy birthday it is today. It may be one of my team members. It could be one of the participants who are, on this platform today, or it could be our virtual audience. We wish you a very happy birthday and a happy long life. Dear team, is my voice clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. I would like one of our team members to sing a happy birthday song. Just use the word friend. Happy birthday to you. Can somebody start that just for a minute? It's just a change.
Happy birthday
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you all. Happy birthday to you.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you. See, irrespective of who's going to say something about you, how did you sing? Your voice is not good. Okay, somebody, you being an adult are singing a birthday song and that too on a virtual platform. You forgot that who's going to comment about you. Forget it. You free yourself and celebrate life. Every day is a birthday for us. Every new morning when you open your eyes is a brand new day. We are alive. And yes, of course, wishing all those who are celebrating their real birthday today a very happy birthday from the International Fabtalks show and as well the Rainbow team and as well the GSSF Foundation, Hyderabad.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Neurobics and mental health, neurobics and emotional well-being. Yes, team. Here. Now we'll focus little now here and quickly we'll go how. Already we've been discussing earlier. We'll rush through this. The major emotional benefits from neurobics. If you perform neurobics, how is it going to help you emotionally? Less stress, as we discussed, keep yourself occupied. Number 2, do something creative. Okay, only then your stress will go. Otherwise, if you're only stressed, you're thinking here, you're in your head still. Come out and do some physical work. You keep the metronome on and start snapping your fingers and count how many. Yesterday, our participant gave us 116 counts. Snap the fingers. Do that. Give some work. Your motor skills will be developed. Or, take a few flowers and try to inhale it or give an activity to somebody. Conduct a few sports. You just can create anything. And the entire world is created just like that. The natural creation and as well as man-made creations, the artificial ones. So you could also create, be a creator, be an original creator. Do not plagiarize. Yes, team. Of course, if you need any help or something, you could take. Use that to become aware of what you're doing and create new content. You get 1, you make 100. If you get 100, make 1,000 out of it. Create and bloom. Yes, team, your mental flexibility. You'll be able to accept other cultures. You'll be able to accept other religions. Accept is not follow them. Accept them as they are. Oh, they are following that? Good and good enough. I'm happy here and I see you happy there. I'm in my house, I'm happy here and I see you happy there. Don't spread negativity. Always you have that mental flexibility of accepting the other as they are. Of course, have your boundaries to stay safe. And emotional maturity, we as discussed earlier in the meditation slides, you will always be in a positive mood. No matter who wants to kill your mood, kill the mindset, kill the laughter in you, the joy in you, the inner child in you. My friends, never let the world see your pain. Cry alone in your room. Don't ever let the world see you crying. When they see you crying, they will take advantage. They will put you under their feet. They will manipulate you. So crying is me time. You can go to the restroom or you can come into your room, or I would advise this. If you really feel like crying anywhere, please do cry. Don't hold it up. Don't be ashamed. Oh, if I cry, what will happen? But the first suggestion would be do not cry. Hold up. And really, if you need to let go, let it flow. After a good cry, you will feel good. So the choice is yours, either to hold back your, those emotions, come back home and cry, or go into the restroom and cry, or, try a calm place, sit down there and you can let out your emotions, cry. Crying is also healthy. Or if you would like to cry on the spot, no matter the gender, the masculine, the feminine, and as well as the third gender. No matter what age you are, cry. And that is healthy. But where and how? Check it out. Hold it up for some time. And once, like the clouds, they hold on for such a long time. And then when the clouds are quite heavy, they let go of, heavy downpour. You could do that. We could learn something from the clouds above. Yes, friends. And you will become a happy pill in everybody's life. People will love you. Why? Not because you are XYZ. Not because you are looking handsome, or not because you're looking beautiful. Because you make other people feel beautiful in your presence. You make them feel good. You teach them something new. You're positive, and that is why you become a happy pill, a little heart like this in everybody's life, and they will love you. No matter what age, they will give you the respect. It's not love. First comes respect and then comes love. According to me and my team, respect is first, followed by love. If you respect the person, definitely you will love the person. Yes, team. If you respect humanity, definitely you will love humanity. That's what I'd like to go like that. And people will love to spend time with you. Your energy will be infectious. People will wait for you to come. They will not want to celebrate anything without you. They will want you in than to be out. Sometimes we want people to be away. Oh, if he or she doesn't come, we are in peace. We will celebrate. So be that person where people crave to bring you in. How? By adding spice. Show the team something new. Have a quiz session. Have a new game. Learn a new passion or a hobby. Teach it to somebody. In that way, you become a great person and you're welcome everywhere. Any questions, team? Feel free to connect with me. Yes, dear. Yesterday, I had given you an assignment, a little word, Parijat. This is known as the Parijat flower. Lord Krishna, really, he loved this flower and people worship Lord Krishna by offering these flowers to him. So it's known as the Parijat flower, but in English, it is called as the coral jasmine. And it is called as the night flowering jasmine. So like this, you can collect small tips, new tips. It's something new to you. When you get to know something new, that is a neurobic activity. Either you hear or physically you do something. Then I remember, I recollect a senior citizen from one of the villages in Rajasthan. She's using her fingers, only her fingers, and to perform different types of movements. And today she's one of the greatest YouTubers, earning a lot of money. Every now and then she posts a YouTube video doing some finger activity. So there's some music going on, and then she tries to do something so skillfully. And I guess when I look at her, she must be something between 75 to 80. So that's how, no matter what's your age, be creative, live life to the fullest. Zindagi bas ek baar aati hai, dobara nahi. Only once. So live that life beautifully. Experience everything new, but not dangerous things. Stay safe. What is mental health? I'm sure all of you know. We've been discussing it so far. So in order to be having a good mental state or a mindset, you should do something new. Keep yourself occupied, no matter in your personal space or professional space. Even in the professional routine, every day you're doing the same routine and it becomes boring. Try doing it in another way. Try doing it in a shortcut or a long cut way. Try adding something more to it. But work according to the rules of the organization. The organization says, do it in this way, please do it in that way. Or the organization will give you the chance. Do it in your own way, be creative. But we want the work done, anyhow you can do it. That time, use neurobic activity skills. Give your brain a work, conceptual experience. Let your brain think for you, new ideas. How can I give a presentation better than the others? Or how can I excel and be better than what I was yesterday? Instead of comparing ourselves with others, let's compare our yesterday's work with today's and improve. So you can try that. Yes, team. Or it's all about here what we read from books, what we experience, what we hear. Everything is going deep in here. And let it be here. Let it not come down to your heart. Many of them bring it, take it out from their brain and put it into their heart, and they suffer from heart attacks. Mild and serious heart attacks. So let's stay safe and keep our brain fresh as a new bloom or as a new flower every day. Yes, friends. A nervous breakdown, also called a mental breakdown. A nervous breakdown is also called as a mental breakdown, is a form that describes a period of extreme mental and emotional stress. So I say I have a nervous breakdown, or maybe I am mentally disturbed, or I'm having a mental breakdown. That is nothing, my friends. It is you are being emotionally, struggling somewhere emotionally. Either somebody's putting a lot of pressure on you, or you are overthinking. So overcome that through neurobics. The stress is so great that the person is unable to perform normal day-to-day activities. One day the person was very active, the next day some emotional stress, not eating, not sleeping, not mixing up and mingling with others, no networking. So jump out and do some new activity. Okay, if you're low, jump up high and always be high. Okay, high means do something new, meet some new person, and enhance your life and others. The term nervous breakdown isn't a clinical one. The term nervous breakdown isn't a clinical term, nor it is a mental health disorder. Nor you say the person is crack or mad, or his brain is off, he's suffering from some mental disorder or personality disorder. No, my friends. A mental breakdown is you are being pressurized by somebody else. Somebody is putting excess pressure on you. And when you can't take it, and that time, you have a nervous breakdown. So that's why I say, or we say, our team, in order to stay safe, cut off toxic relationships, minimize contact with toxic people, and try out new ways where you can keep yourself engaged. The world is big. There are more good people than bad people. You will find new people to enhance and enrich your life. Enrich your life. Yes, team. One of you could read this loud and clear. It would be fine. We're going to talk how professionally we can jump out from the stress we face. Yes, team. One of you who would like to jump in on this slide? What happens in a mental breakdown? Anyone, please? You can just read it aloud. Hey, team. Hardeep.
What happens
ma'am.
in a mental breakdown? Feel isolated, disinterested in the company of family and friends, withdrawing from usual daily activities, feel overwhelmed, unable to concentrate or make decisions, be moody, feeling low or depressed, emotional outburst of uncontrollable anger, fear, helplessness, or crying.
Yes, dear. These are all the signs that you are mentally disturbed and there is a mental breakdown on the way, or a nervous breakdown. Before that happens, save yourself. Love the inner me. Protect the inner me. Protect that, the honesty which is within you. You are good, but the world is bad. Or you are doing your best, but somebody's putting more pressure on you, especially when you're in the professional zone. So try there to take care of yourself and, take small breaks by following some neurobic activity and you will be fine. Yes, friends. Now, burnout syndrome. This happens in the workspace. As we have said, neurobic session is not only for the personal zone or the personal space, for professionals also. They suffer from a burnout syndrome. What is a burnout syndrome? Burnout syndrome can be described as being emotionally, mentally, physically exhausted. I can't do it anymore. I have done this much and I have no appraisal. My salary is the same. I'm working day and night. I'm missing my family time. I'm missing my me time. I'm in the restroom with my work, holding my mobile or laptop and sitting there. It could be anything. Then when you can't take it anymore, you say, why am I in this job? That's the time you must know that you're suffering from the burnout syndrome. And this is like chronic workplace stress, which we all face, we've been facing. But yes, you can kill burnout syndrome and you can create, something new in your professional zone and personal zone through Neurobics. You could even create your own neurobic activities. You need not follow what we are sharing with you. You need not even follow what Lawrence Katz has in his book, Keep Your Brain Alive. You could be a new inventor by creating a new neurobic activity or exercise, but it should not harm you. It should not harm others. Yes, team. We'll not waste much time here. There are a few more symptoms here. When you're doing work, you get a headache. That is a symptom. You're doing work, you have no tension, but suddenly your head is aching. You're focusing something too much on your work. So that is, and it's not a rewarding job maybe, or maybe too much of pressure from the corporate world, or maybe from any given sector you're working in. You start getting intestinal issues, often visiting the restroom every now and then. It could be either you're vomiting or it could be the other way around. And you're really suffering. Your stomach is upset. You're not okay. You've eaten all normal food, but still because of the stress you're taking, professional stress, you start getting intestinal issues. Every time you're tired, you didn't do any work, you're feeling tired all the time for no rhyme or reason. You didn't go to the gym, you didn't go running and jogging, but still you're tired. Then that shows you are somewhere on a nervous breakdown or on the road to the burnout syndrome. And you frequently fall ill. That's also a great sign. You're working but falling ill all the time. That could be a sign. When our mind is not happy, the symptoms appear in our body. Change in appetite. I don't want to eat. The best of food is given to you. You say, no, I don't want. Your mind is not happy. Even they give you the best favorite food, you can't eat. Man kush to sab kush. Man changa to sab kuch changa. They say in Punjabi. Yes, team. And you lose your sleep. So this is how, which you already know. And yeah, we have something here. There is no health without mental health. There is no health without mental health. Team, one of our members could quickly run through these sentences loudly. Anyone, please? Rupashri ma'am, or Pardeep sir, or Tanlakshmi ma'am, anyone? Yes, Pardeep sir.
Mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make healthy choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood.
Very good. Thank you so much. I gave you an activity now. Thank you for reading those lines, colorful lines. And you must be thinking why this trainer has made her PPT so colorful. Why? You will identify, oh, it's pink and this is blue. You already know. Then here, this is white. And we've been changing here and there, confusing you. So you'll be looking out why it should have been here in blue, why it should have been in green. So that's an activity to your brain. You know that this is blue, you know that this is white. So your brain is able to distinguish and find out why did she put something that is not similar. Here it is same, but here it is different. Some activity is given to you to observe. So be observant all the time. Yes, team, here also you could see that. I'll do the reading quickly. It could be a sign of strength, a willingness to let go and let it out. Everyone needs a good cry, as I earlier mentioned, every now and then. But take care of where you are crying. If you're crying in a public space, there may be scoundrels, there may be criminals, there may be manipulators who will use your crying and cheat you, and you will be dead. They will drag you into the bushes and snuff the life out of you. So do not cry in a public space. Try to hold on as much as you can. Come home and let it go. But still, if you cannot hold it up anymore, you find to go. Yes, dear. It's not good to suppress anything much and how much you can bear. And dear, a person may cry because they have reached their breaking point and can't take it anymore. Why do people cry? They have come to that level where they can't take it anymore. They have taken it a lot. And finally, there is, they let it out. So yes, if it's coming out, let the tears flow down and wash away the pain. You'll start smiling after that. And when you cry, you are letting go of your feelings, that have been built up for such a long time and waiting to be released. Just like how they open the dam gates when it is full during the rainy season, in the same way, you open the gates of your eyes and emotions and tears will just flow down. Yes, team. Why is it okay to cry? We are connecting all of this because I have seen many male members in India especially. I don't know about the Western world, but in India, our mothers, a boy should never cry. Oh, you're a boy, don't cry. I seen my mother do it to my brother. Hey, you are a boy, why you are crying? She is crying, she is a girl, let her cry. Boys do not cry. And today I understand she did something completely wrong. My brother used to hold up his emotions. I feel very sad. Because today, I find that scientifically it has been proved, that yes, researchers have said, yes, you have to cry, no matter who you are. A little baby, right up to the senior level, and of course, irrespective of gender. When you cry, what happens? It releases these chemicals, oxytocin, endogenous opioids, and also known as endorphins. And you can go and check out what are the real terms of it. You can find out online. These are also called as the feel-good chemicals. When you cry, all these are released. All are pent up and they are released. And when they are released, the feel-good chemicals help us, to feel physically and emotionally free. So cry if you've been holding up. And I've seen certain cases our team has brought to our notice, that there are certain people, even if somebody has died in the family, they don't cry. They don't let out their emotion. They keep it, but they don't want to let it out. And that affects their mental state and they start behaving, in different ways, and that they lose their mental balance later on. So we should try, to let out our emotions and stay physically and emotionally healthy. Yes, team, this is the pain chart, emotional pain chart, where you can see how your emotions will affect the different parts of your body. You could take a screenshot. Our emotion causes, all of these different pains in our body, as we discussed earlier. Just take a screenshot. I'll not waste much of my time there. Yes, team, this is shared by one of our team members. She's Mrs. Vediki. The emotional freedom technique. In one of these days, ma'am will be able to share with you, if possible, how to follow these emotional freedom techniques and use it in the right way. And how to stay safe, how to take control of your emotions, how to give positive affirmations. We'll request our team member, our trainer, to do that for us by the end of this session, not today, the 6th day. And that could be one where you can focus and enhance your emotional health. Maybe some of you already know what is emotional freedom technique, but there are several of you who do not know what is EFT. And yeah, we are here to guide you, the Rainbow team. Yes, team, after much introduction into various aspects leading to our 28th activity today. Here, Neurobics, yesterday we did up to 27, and I shall really now go ahead quickly with the remaining activities. Walking backwards. We all know we are taught from childhood, the first step is forward. The first step of the child, a toddler, the mother asks the child to take the step forward. Neurobics, they suggest walk even backwards. When you walk backwards, that is something new and it helps you. And friends, stay safe when you're walking backwards. Do it with a group who are ready to help you and observe, because you don't have a set of eyes fixed behind your head. You may dash or crash against somebody, or some vehicle may crash against you. Walk in a safe zone, in a park which is neat and clean. Let somebody guide you there and be with you. Don't do it alone. It's risky. Yes, team. Our next activity is, we suggest, all of you are into gardening. We know many of you have love gardening skills. In fact, many of our team members, our participants, our virtual audience, they have a craze, love. I asked somebody, what's your first love? And that particular individual said, my first love is, tending to my garden. And she had a bonsai plant gifted to her by her father when she was a teenager. She just passed her 10th class and her father gifted her a bonsai. Before she fall into any relationship with the opposite gender, she fell in love with the bonsai plant, and that was her first love. She began to nurture it so beautifully. So you develop some new skill like the bonsai gardening skill or bonsai planting. It's a very beautiful activity. If you already know it, very good. If you don't know, you could try it out. You could get more content and information from the right sources. Normal gardening is understood. We all know that. This is a unique gardening, which requires your intellect how to focus on, creating that miniature work of art. And yes, it gives us fruits and flowers like these. Amazing. Work on that, friends. Next activity is not an activity. It's a discussion about Nick. How many of you have heard about this person? Yes, team. How many? Have you ever seen him, heard him speak? You could give me a yes or no in the chat box or unmute.
Yes, I have seen him. And
Excellent.
also I have watched him speaking in TikToks. Yes.
Excellent, excellent, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. We have here, I'll just try to read his name clearly. Nicholas James Vujicic. Nicholas James Vujicic. You have it here in the phonetic style. Vujicic. Vujicic. Nicholas James Vujicic. Born on 4th December 1982. He's an Australian American. And this little individual, or this, I shouldn't use the word little, I take back that. This mighty individual, this great personality, this gigantic and colossal personality, he is doing something great, performing neurobic skills. Not snapping his fingers, no motor skills, but yet surviving on neurobics. How? By using his sense organs and, let's see, his eyes. He looks at the world in a beautiful way. He looks into people's behavior and, communicate with them through his eyes and speech, and look at people with concern and compassion. He's able to inhale the positive fragrances of life, the aroma of, the beauty that the universe has given us. And his ears, he uses it for all positive content. He listens to content, he reads with his eyes, and he, opens his mouth and shares it with the world. He's learning every day something new, such that he can connect with his virtual audience, online and offline as well, and share new things with them. He's a great motivational speaker. In fact, I should say he's the best motivational speaker of the 21st century. That is my personal view. If Nicholas James Vujicic, popularly known as Nick, the man without arms and legs, could influence people around the world, then why not we do something special, friends? What if you have a beautiful thought in your mind to start up a business, start up an organization, or do something? Do it, friends. Don't hold back. Start it. If not now, then it is never. Do it now. You can see he takes part in every activity. This is how he is. I've just put only a few pictures, and people love him for the positive energy, not because he is handsome, not because he has money, or XYZ. They love him because he is flowing with positivity. He's spreading it out. Yes, team. And this is how he was a little kid, and as you can all see that. And he's even following adventurous sports. He's not scared. If you really check more about him, you will know that he's doing so many things. And I'm happy to say that he's found a lovely partner, and he has a beautiful family with children. And we wish him all the best throughout his life till the last. Our prayers and blessings, as well as good wishes for Nick, the man without arms and legs, but the personality with all the neurobic skills to reach out to the world in a positive way. Yes, team. I'd like to go back here. I'm sorry. Brain. Now here, his physical structure, of course, you can understand. He's making use of his brain. He's keeping his brain active. He's giving activities to his brain, and that is why he's happy. He's not focusing on the negatives. He was born like that. He's not focusing on the negatives. He's making his brain shift from anxiety and depression by involving or engaging himself in new activities. He's making the neurons or the cells in his brain jump with joy, with every new activity, with every new thing that he does each and every day. If he could do it, Nick could do it, Nicholas James Vujicic could do it, we could also do it. Yes, friends, this is another quick one. I'll try to finish it up quickly. We are just short of the ending time, another 20 minutes. Prepare unique theme-based placards, flashcards, posters. We've all been doing this. If you haven't done it, you might have observed in some of the processions, they hold placards. You could have that activity in your house. You could have it among your students, among your staff. Ask them to bring a placard, a small one, a little small placard, just like this, the size of this. Put something very positive, and all of you could speak on one topic or theme. Put up your placard like this or your flashcards, and you speak about that, especially about social issues, how you can bring a change in the social life of others or in the society. Use that technique. This is an age-old practice. If you are following it, very good. If you find it new, it's a neurobic activity for you. You could go with big ones, you could go with small ones. You could even put small flashcards on your table where you're studying or on the desk where you are working. You can put it up, colorful, bright, replace them every now and then. And that is a neurobic activity. Friends, pebble collection. This is me. I love this. And not only me, there are several people who are like this, crazy about the pebbles. I'll bend down and pick up a pebble. Even when I'm driving my two-wheeler, riding my two-wheeler, I will park it, stop for a moment, wait, go and pick up that beautiful pebble if it attracts my eyes. Or if I'm walking and I saw it, I'm going to stop, go back and pick it up and wash it and keep it, of course. I love pebbles. And when I'm bending to pick up a pebble, I'm making my body flexible. And I'm not picking up the same pebble, I'm picking up a new one, a different color, of a different size, shape. And you could use the pebbles in creative ways like this. Some of you could do something like this and sell it online. You could have an exhibition like this, in your colony during any festive time. Ask them to be unique. It could be that. And if you're lucky, many have been lucky, and I'm waiting to be lucky myself. Yes, many of them even find gems inside these pebbles. Gems like this. I'll show you what is it in the next slide. You could also use these pebbles for art therapy to create like this beautiful earth. Take a pebble and you paint it. Use your creative skills. Many of them sell them online. You could do that. If you are having a good job, a government job, a well-paying corporate job, enable others to understand this is an activity which can help them to get money. Train them, tell them that you could do this and earn some money. I don't have a job. There are people crying. Ask them to do something new. Maybe the first 100 customers will reject you. Maybe somebody will buy. Do it in the right way. People will rush up and come and do it. Take, KFC owner, he took his piece of chicken and went to so many doors and tapped and said, could you taste my chicken? I am selling it. I'm going to start up a business. Many of them chased him away from at the entrance. They didn't give him a little regard. He was rejected on his face. They shut the door on his face more than 100 times, I guess. But he did not give up. There was perseverance. He went walking with that piece. He learned the cooking from his mother. He remembered his mother's recipe and said, what do I do now? And that also at a senior level. He was at almost in his senior years. And he took that, those chicken pieces and went door to door. And finally, one customer, he picked up the piece of chicken and he tasted it. And he says, yeah, good. It tastes good. I would like to place an order. And that was the breaking point. Today, in India alone, there are several KFC outlets. Of course, that he created the original stuff. Now the founder is no more. They have other KFC outlets are there. I wouldn't want to speak much about it and go into the depths, but the original person created the original, chicken pieces or the chicken cubes, you could say, of the KFC brand. And that was really the best brand when the founder himself prepared it and sold it. Even now, maybe they are doing their best. There are no negative comments to any brands. All are best until you serve the society in a positive way. Yes, friends, we leave this part. Yes, if you are lucky, I have a craze. Many of my friends, my family members, my colleagues, we all have this. Take a hammer and go out on the beach or maybe anywhere you get a nice stone. If you love, keep it as it is. Or if you take and give it a nice knock, crack it, you may get like this, diamonds in that, or rubies, emeralds. You may get a diamond as well. You never know, ruby or an emerald like this. So you could try that out. Not every day, a neurobic activity, once in a while. Try that, share it with your friends. Stay safe when you do this. Do not hurt your fingers while, holding the pebble and, trying to break it into two parts. Yes, the Navaratans, the 9 gems. And of course, in our team, we are a team of around about 18 gems in our team, all of us. Another neurobic activity is we suggest visit the village. If you stay in the city, go to the village, any village it could be, and just view how they live. Engage yourself in their dance programs. Eat the food that they are eating. Of course, if you want to eat your own food, I'll not force you to have it or recommend. Take your own food. Or if you feel the food that is good there, you can have it. They have natural food. You could try out what work they are doing. How do they economically survive? How do they build their house? By just viewing it online is not sufficient. Go particularly in person and experience that. That's a new experience. Or if you're always in the village, come to the city and enjoy the city life, and vice versa. So that's a neurobic activity. Yes, I love this. Many of our friends and team members also love this. Feather collection. Some of us have a fetish for feathers, a love for feathers, a craze for feathers. And we all do this, collect feathers of different kinds. And some find that feathers are really good. They say if you find a feather close by, you are picking it up, there are some angels around you. That's just a belief. And of course, beliefs do help. Positive beliefs are helpful. If you find a feather, they say angels are in and around you, they are protecting you, or there's a good sign. No matter what, feather collection has been from the past ages right up to today. We see many tribes, in India and as well as the foreign countries, they put a feather in their, crown. They have a crown over here or a headgear. They place a feather. Even Lord Krishna, he placed a beautiful peacock feather on his crown, and that enhanced his divine look. And yes, friends, we'll pass on from here. What else could we do with feathers? Only collect them? No, my friends. You could use, anyone could tell me what else could we do with feathers? How we can create a neurobic activity through feathers? Team.
I have used it in my journal. Whenever I write journals, and if I want to add something to it, I will add my feather to it.
Excellent. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, Pardeep, sir, you wanted to share something.
Ma'am, what I do is I use it for ink pen system.
Oh, great, brilliant. Both Vediki ma'am and as well as Pardeep sir have answered. And of course, our team, you have your thoughts in your mind. Of course, I'm not checking the chat box. Forgive me for that, because we are short of time. I'd like to just...
And also it helps us to connect with the animal kingdom, ma'am.
Beautiful.
Whenever you get any feathers, it also helps us to connect with animal kingdom, but only certain people will come to know how to use it.
Yes. You can identify which species the bird belongs to. That's really nice.
Yes, one is pigeon, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Pigeon. One is pigeon.
Yes.
Other one is parrot.
Yes, sir. It could be like any feather. Any feather you could pick up. And of course, it should be neat, clean, and maintain hygiene. When you pick up anything, it should be neat and clean. Yes, friends, we could use feathers in our journals, as a bookmark, as Vediki ma'am says, like as little kids also. Vediki ma'am shared her view now. I really appreciate the way she said, I keep it in my journal. As kids, we used to keep it in our books. Until now, I do that. I share that with Vediki ma'am, keeping it in my journal or keeping it safely to view again. And in ancient times, there were we didn't have a pen system. The pen was a creation. The pen was a neurobic activity done by one great inventor. They created pens, and every new day in the market, a new pen is being invented. And that new invention is a neurobic activity, in fact. Now here, ancient days, they use these quills. It is also called a quill or a feather. They've used it to write, unique and beautiful writing. Earlier kings, ancient kings of Rome, as well as Indian kings, as well as the rishis and everybody, they used the, technique given by nature. It was not man-made. It was nature's gift. How to utilize the quill. Of course, not pull it out from the bird's body or back, but if it dropped down from the bird's body, they could use it for positive purposes to write. As Pardeep sir said, it is good for writing. And he does that, he said. Yes, team, will not waste much time. Yes, this is how you have to sharpen it a little. You have to just work on it a little. And then finally, you are good, ready to go. Use your quill and, create beautiful calligraphy. Calligraphy is a unique writing style. A stylish writing, you could say, calligraphy is. You could try it out with that. Yes, team. We suggest another beautiful neurobic activity, ornithology or bird watching. Instead of looking into empty spaces and deeply thinking about the past, or being anxious about your future. When you develop anxiety, when you're worried about the future. Otherwise, anxiety is not there. When you're thinking about the future, what will happen, you're getting your anxieties, anxiety levels are increased because you're concentrating too much on the future. When are you into depression? When you're concentrating too much in the past. So neither we concentrate on the past nor on the future. We have neither any control on the past and future. We have control of the present. So utilize your time every now and then to watch a little bird. So bird watching is also called as ornithology. How it is, what do they eat? See, this one is hiding or stalking nuts for himself and his family. Or, they collect nuts during when the weather is good, and when the weather is harsh, the cold climate, they, take out the nuts and they consume it. The beautiful birds, how they sing, how they move, how do they connect with each other. You might have seen two little birds, maybe a group of birds. What do they do? Try observing, not always, once in a while. You can see how, you could see here. In fact, in Western countries, even in India, I'm happy to tell you, even in India, there are several bird watchers. And that is a hobby, a skill. This is how. Stay safe, because many birds are near the water zones. And bird watchers also go there and watch these birds near the water zones. There may be some reptiles, there may be some dangerous things over there. Natural living beings moving over there, creatures, stay safe. Just because you want to go and follow this neurobic activity of bird watching, do not put yourself in trouble. Stay safe. Do not lean out of your building or out of your corridor and look at a bird. You may miss your balance. That's not neurobic activity. Neurobic activity is do something new, stay safe, keep others safe. Yes, team. Fashion walk. We all know India is very famous because many crowns have been won by our Indian models. Right up from Sushmita Sen, Padma Lakshmi, I guess she was one of the great models. Apart from her, you have Sushmita Sen, Aishwarya Rai. You have many, many more. I just can't get their names on my, I can't get it on the spot, but there are several. You already know, I don't need to educate you on that. What I'd like to educate you is, have a fashion show for the special needs people. Let them feel good. Let them feel included. If at all they're okay and fine with it, yes, you can just dress them up and let them perform. Give them equal space. And you can use material, something out of nothing. Especially the special needs educators, those who are taking care of special needs children. Organize a little event. Make everybody winners. Do not segregate first, second, third. All are winners. Equal, same gift. If one child is getting a compass box, the same compass box, give it to everyone. And I will tell you, give the same color. Even if you give a different color, some people they feel bad. So give the same thing, make them feel good. The only thing you have to learn, my dear team, make them feel good, no matter who. And especially the people from the neurodivergent community, and as well as the special needs. That's what they are called. Yes, dear team, we go down. And apart from that, give importance to the senior citizens. They might have sacrificed their all, their youth, their middle age. They have given everything, every penny, and they are shunned by their family. If at all you're connected with an organization or not, start connecting yourselves with a senior organization or a senior citizen group, and take permission if you could conduct a fancy dress, a dignified and decent one. Let them be decently dressed, give them that respect, and let them enjoy. Maybe it could be 1 or 2 hour activity. That's an activity for your brain, and as well as those people will bless you 1,000,000 times in their hearts. Maybe some are dumb, or maybe some can't hear, or maybe some cannot walk, some can't see. You could try it out. Make them feel good in your own special way. So that's done, team. Of course, I don't recommend fancy dress for children being commercial. Many parents are pushing their children to commercially go and earn money and have this fancy dress or model ramp walk. I don't suggest that. I personally don't suggest it. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but my values and beliefs, no exposing little children on the ramp. You could have it in school, a fancy dress in school for Children's Day or maybe Teachers' Day. That is fine. But then when we put little children on the public platform or on the digital media, there are predators outside. There are predators out, pedophiles, they are called as, they try to manipulate, they are, suddenly attracted to certain little children. There are certain psychiatric people suffering from some psychiatric disorder who have their eyes on little children. So better not expose your child or children, or on the digital space or to the wrong people by, enabling them to take part in a fashion walk and stay safe. When the right age comes, let them participate. Yes, Tim, I don't talk much there and train you there. Yes, what happens when we activate our brain? Nothing happens. Our thoughts will be converted into action. When you convert your good thoughts into action, that is neurobics. Your brain will be activated when you keep on doing something new, and it will tell, get up now and do something. Don't sit there like a couch potato. Get up, do something. Yes, team, keep your brain healthy and happy like this. We are coming towards the end. Innovate on the preparation of healthy fruit juices. Innovate. Every now and then you can see a juice stall. They have innovated something new. Earlier, we just used to bite the fruit, consume the fruit raw. We just used to have it, cut it into pieces or just bite them like that. Some earlier times, they just used, without washing, they used to just pluck them, and the hunters pluck them and eat. Slowly we evolved, we started washing the fruit and then we eat, because there may be some microbes or germs on it. Washing and eating. Next, we began to cut. When the knife was invented, began cutting. And after cutting, juicing, removing the juice out of it. So juice therapy is very essential nowadays for those people who want to detox their body. So if you have not known the juice therapy, you want to learn, find out which juice works for your body well. Because certain juices do not work well for certain people. They are, suddenly having some type of an allergic reaction. Stay safe and try to see, do not combine two different juices which do not agree. Do some research. Don't get everything on the plate. And yeah, my trainer will tell me which juice is good now. No, you find and see which fruit agrees with you. There are certain reactions when you eat certain fruits. So stay safe and follow a healthy juice recipe. You could even sell your recipe and earn money. Open a juice center. Invest 5 to 10,000. Start up a juicing center or give juice, sell juices, or you employ somebody. Or if you don't want, you're fit and financially wealthy, give this tip to somebody who requires it. Enlighten them that yes, you could buy fruits for lesser price and you can do it, prepare the juices in a healthy way and sell it. You will get a margin. You could tell that it could be anybody. Yes, team. And these fruits are the healthier ones. All of these. The amla is the best. It's also called as what, dear team? Amla is called as what? Any idea? Any other name for amla?
Nellikai, ma'am.
Oh, Nellikai. That is so beautiful. I love that name, Nellikai. Very nice. I like it. It takes me down memory lane. I'm getting excited with the word Nellikai. As a kid, I heard that word Nellikai. We would rush to the tree and pick up and eat without washing. We used to eat. Get the shout from our parents. It's in fact called as the Indian gooseberry. The Indian gooseberry. Yes, dear. And then
Gooseberry.
Yes, anybody?
Indian gooseberry.
Yes, ma. Yes, dear. And these are all the beautiful fruits. Of course, these are the healthiest fruits, they say. And which one agrees with you? Check out. In fact, all fruits are healthy. But which fruit is healthy for your body? Check that out. Clay modeling. Clay modeling is one of the best neurobic activities. It is not only for children. It is not only for the people creating statues or creating something for a commercial purpose. Like you have now a festival coming where they all create a lot of artwork, create different idols and, commercially sell them in the market. Neurobics suggest you sit in your house and give motor, enhance your, motor skills. You can say your kinesthetic experience. Use your fingers, mold something, make something new. Oh, it's a child's activity. Oh, it's only for the potters, only they. You are wrong, my friends. This activity is a neurobic activity for you. You look at these children, high concentration level. They are so mindful of what they are doing. That's how, you develop concentration and you're activating your brain cells, your memory power enhances. So do it no matter or irrespective of what age you belong to or age group. Yeah. Yes, team. This is how. And people take it up as a profession. People do it as a hobby or a fun activity. It could be anything. If you're good at it, then you can make money out of it. And that is how you're going to succeed. How to find a way to make money. Honest money, white money. Yes, team. Visit the next activity, visit museums and sanctuaries. You have all been visiting museums, maybe one or two. Make it a habit. When you go traveling to new places, visit a museum. Why? You will have a neurobic activity, levels will be heightened. You will be viewing and observing new things, the things that have been, collected from ancient past. It will enrich your brain. You will be able to talk on any topic when you meet your colleagues or friends. So you'll get a new experience over there. You will get beautiful ideas. If people in the ancient time could do it in this way, I will use, these skills which I've learned now, I will transform them and create something new. You will be inspired by what you see, and you'll be having the ability to create something new. Visit museums, and of course, visit the sanctuaries and see how animals build and their homes and how birds build their nests, if possible, and take care. But never ever feed the animals. It will be quite dangerous. Stay safe. And if possible, before I would go to the next slide, if possible, do not forget, of course, parents will hold their babies and toddlers and children. The young couples, middle-aged, all are happily going to museums and sanctuaries and the zoo and amusement parks. But I sadly have to tell you, many of us leave behind the special need people behind, our special need family members. Very pitiful. They don't want to take the pain of putting them into the car or a vehicle and bringing them out to see the world. My dear friends, give them a new activity. Bring them out, please. Today it is them. Tomorrow it may be you. I don't want that happen to you, but at least give them that love. Thank God that it's not you and it is them. And pull them and not pull them. Take them lovingly and you bring them and let them enjoy maybe a movie or a museum like this. You could take them. Why am I telling you this, friend? In USA, in Florida, I have been visiting so many museums. I've been to Kansas. I've been to Alabama, Atlanta, to different states in the US. You know what's the beauty there? I visited several amusement parks, museums. And to my surprise, which I haven't seen in India much, I've seen here, and I'm still getting to see, that these people, the people in the US, they give a lot of importance to the special needs, family member or friend. Such a lot of love and care. And that, I stop enjoying myself and I just view how they are taking care of that person. And that really gives me happiness to see if they could do it in the other side of the world, why don't we give importance to our family members and friends, your colleagues? Take them, encourage them. There may be in India also, but I haven't seen, I guess, but I have, I'm getting a chance to view it in USA, and that is beautiful. It is really touching. And to me, it was something new. I felt that was quite neurobic. Yes, friends. And here you will get to see all these beautiful statues. You will get to know more about the past. Yes, and you'll get an insight on how to go on with your future. These are all the artifices or, the statues and archaeology, they say. You could say that, or you could do excavation and treasure hunting, how that all happened. And can anyone identify what name is this? Anybody here? Hey, friends, any guesses?
Archaeology?
Yes, archaeology. Very good. I like that. This picture over here, I'm focusing on this, the cursor.
Cleopatra?
Phoenix.
She's Cleopatra. Well done. Well done. 1 point. Very good. Yes, somebody answered?
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Great. The Sphinx. Good. The Phoenix. No, it's the Sphinx. Phoenix is the bird. And here's the Sphinx. You could try it out, check out. Like this, we keep enhancing our knowledge. And this statue is so beautifully crafted. You can see the veil on the face. That is all made of stone. But you can see that she's covering her face with a veil, parda. It is so, a veil it is called, in fact. And see, this is so exquisite. And that's the beauty of being, intellectually creative. And this world today is at this stage, the digital space, everybody's neurobic creation, neurobic thinking, creative thinking has landed us here today. And I'm able to talk to you and you're able to interact with me and with our virtual audience. Yes, team? Balance. Now, I'll ask a question. Your heart and brain. How many of you here will give importance to your brain and how many to your heart? Many of the answers would be, we will balance it. Equal importance to the heart and the brain. But my friends, I would suggest you, my team would suggest you. And if you ask me, ma'am, what about you personally? I would suggest you from personal experience, begin to give weightage to your brain. Let your brain decide and take the correct decision. When you begin to let your heart control things, you are a loser. You're going to win when you let your brain take over, because your brain is sharp and alert because you're performing neurobic activities. So, but wherever you go, take your heart. At the same time, with your heart, don't forget to take your brain. But let your brain lead your heart into the right place. Your heart may be wanting to do something, but your brain says, no, it's a gut instinct. Stop. Now, 39, travel by different modes of transport. Enjoy different adventure sports. Try it out and see how it's going to help you. If you're not okay with any of the adventure sports, or, having an adventure going in a parachute from one place to another, or maybe, going by traveling by water from one place to another, or maybe something like this, avoid it. Travel by new mode. Maybe you're traveling by train. Try to go by, if you can afford, go by air. Or if not, by a two-wheeler. Maybe you could go by a three-wheeler or a four-wheeler, or maybe some new mode of transport. If it is affordable, I would suggest, if it is free and safe, all the better. Yes, team, that could also be one activity. Yes. Another activity is learn to polish your shoes. Teach your children to polish their own shoes. Do not polish the shoes for your children every day. They'll want their spouse to do it. When they become big gentlemen or gentle ladies, you could say, ladies and gentlemen, they will want their spouse to do it. Let them become independent. Teach your child to polish their own shoes, fold their own bed sheets when they get up in the morning. In the Army, Navy, and Air Force, the military, the first target or the first work or the first thing they are being taught over there is, when you rise up in the morning, fold your bed sheet or blanket. And I love that. Earlier, I was also, like irresponsible. I got up from my bed and I didn't care how the bed sheet or the blanket was. And I jumped in the next day the same way. Until I read somewhere that the military people are so disciplined, the first thing they are taught over there, than any other training, the first training is get up, fold your blanket, make your bed neat and clean, such that after a hard days of work, you can come back and relax on that bed. When you come back to relax, your bed should be neat and clean, not dirty, crumpled. Okay, then you start, your mind also is like that. It is cluttered. So keep your bed neat and clean when you arise, and when you go back to bed, your bed is neat and clean. And apart from that, learn to polish and use the non-dominant hand to polish your shoes. And try folding your blanket early morning or bed sheet with your non-dominant hand, or maybe close your eyes and fold. Maybe non-dominant hand we can't do with one. Maybe fold your blanket with your eyes closed. That's a neurobic activity. Yes, team. Of course, if your children have hurt their finger, cut their finger, please do help them polishing their school shoes. Yes, team. Keep the dustbin on the left side or the right side, whichever is your dominant hand. If my right is the dominant, on the left side will be the dustbin. Or if my left hand is the dominant, the right side will be the dustbin, such that equal work is given, activity is given. So this is a simple activity. You could try it out. Yes. This is for all the book lovers. And if not you're a book lover, maybe if you have a journal or a diary, you could create your own bookmarks, save money, create your own. All these are created ones. Do something unique like this, and you can put. As one of our teammates said, she has a feather over there as a bookmark, maybe. I too use a feather sometimes. After that, I can't get feathers much now because hunters have, killed most of the birds, and I can't find many feathers, or we can't find. So let's create beautiful bookmarks. You could gift them to somebody on their birthday. Maybe your pockets are empty, you're low on cash, somebody has invited you for a birthday. Take great effort to create something new. Create a nice bookmark, not one. Now you create 6 different colors and give. It looks nice. If you want, they'll say, oh my God, she's so, what you say? Conjuice, they use the word. No, don't. You can give 6. You could give 1. If you give 1, you're giving it with love. If you give 6, he or she will be very happy. Irrespective of age, people will be happy to receive bookmarks. Do it yourself. You could learn the technique online. Yes, friends, I wouldn't want any of you, whoever are present here today, and who are offline, online, virtual viewers, never sit like this in depression. Jump up and do a neurobic activity. What you did not do all these years, do it now. Don't sit like this and sulk. Nobody will come to help you. They will avoid you like this. Don't have this escapism. Leave your state and go somewhere and be lost in your own world. Do something, read something, keep yourself engaged. Now, my dear friends, what mental health needs is more sunlight. It is being said, like, if you do not have natural sunlight, especially the early morning sunlight, you develop some type of mental stress, or maybe a mental disorder, or maybe your mental health will be affected. So have a little sunshine, and at the same time, you should be candor. What is candor? Candor is frankly discuss more about your mental health. Take help. Don't suffer in silence. You should be able to say, yeah, I don't feel good. Call up a friend. Somebody else has hurt you, call up a trusted friend and say, yeah, it hurts me. Yeah, tell your parents or tell somebody, or nobody is there, write it in your journal. Write it down 10 times. I'm not feeling good. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. Be unashamed of letting out your, mental stress. Open frankly and discuss with friends and family. If you can afford it, you can visit a counselor, paid counselor. There are many free online counselors. Visit, give importance to the me in you, to the I, and then everything will be fine. And we will be fine. Don't be an emotional fool. Be logical. Never ever be taken over by anybody's emotions. Of course, if they are genuine, you should. Otherwise, people play with your emotions. They will emotionally fool you. And it's called manipulation. Simple as that. Yes, team. Don't throw away your logic for an emotion that you feel temporarily. Just for a moment, you might have felt something. Use your logic. I'll not go there much. Take care of your brain. Balance everything so well. Yes. All that matters is your mental state. If it is fit and fine, everything is fine. No matter what physical ailment or difficulty you face, you will rise up and bounce back. And that is what all great leaders, inventors, they have failed 1,000 times, 100 times, maybe 1,000,000 times, and they have risen again, shining bright. Nothing is easy. Everything comes with a price and with practice. Here's the quiz session, which we can have for tomorrow. I'll not take much time because I've already crossed 9:12. Yes, team, this is a quiz for all of us. You could check that out, take a screenshot, and you can share it with us. Or you could find the answers to yourself and keep it with you. No force. Yes, team. I love this. So I put that beautiful one for all of you. So beautifully it is being done, you see. The work of art, the work of creation. I like that. And yes, team, thank you so much for your time and patience. Each and every one of you, I really should thank you for your time. Happy Hindi Divas. Again, happy Hindi Divas. Happy Hindi Divas. And I love Hindi, and I love all the people who speak Hindi in our team, in India and across the Indian border, whoever speak Hindi and other languages. Our love and respect to you. Jai Hind. Yes.
Jai Hind.
Thank you. Hey,
Thank
team.
you.
Yes, that is over. We are done.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night, dear. Thank you so much for staying online. Thank you, Indran sir. Thank you, Anamika ma'am, Basita ma'am, and all.
Thank you. Great session. Great session.
Thank you, sir, so much.
Very well presented.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Great. Okay. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you very much. Basita ma'am, thank you. Anamika ma'am, thank you. Thanks to everyone who are gathered here today on this Zoom platform and as well our virtual audience. Good night and stay safe. Bye-bye. Thank you. I shall end the session.